Hi. Hello. Hold on. Alright, hey. How's it going? How are you doing? We're lovely enjoying the scenery and the scenic The Wall. I don't actually remember if this is Wall A or B. That's not the point. The point is, we're enjoying it. The lovely scenery. That grid over there. That grid over there. That grid over there. That grid over there. This thing, whatever that is, the wall itself. And if we look over here, we can see Nozar coming to attempt to murder me. Let's just increase the focal number real quick. There we can go. And you can see he's got a lovely shield, lovely laser thingy, lovely gun. Cool, all just generally nice, lovely things to bring to a scenic getaway here at The Wall. I've got some, like, timing specific activities today, so for the most part, let's just sort of relax as we get back into the swing of things. It's been an entire 2 days. I mean, come on, I'm rusty, I'm out of practice. Gotta make sure I know what I'm doing when I'm blowing this guy to smithereens. See, look at that, he dodged my needles. How was I supposed to predict the fact that he would dodge my needles?
Target destroyed. Concluding evaluation.
Absolutely inscrutable.
Well
So, exciting things today. We have a timed event going on, for me specifically. You may remember from last time my forays into the Rubicon Fight Club's arena system. Well, I have been issued a challenge. And I have tactically scheduled this challenge for what is currently 8.5 minutes from now. So, that means that we will be able to have this challenge fight live. We've still got like 9 minutes to go before it's fight time. I wanted to make sure there was enough of a buffer to do introductory stream stuff. So here's the plan. I have fought this person before because they had to fight me to get to the arena in the first place. But also this person is the former number 10 of the arena. And as former number 10 of the arena, they're pretty good. And I know their general game style. Since this is going to be an active event, I'm going to spend the next 6 minutes describing how this works. They are currently, because they've reset all their progress so they can go through the arena again for the fun of it, a rank below me. As such, they have the right to challenge me to take my rank. Their current rank is 56. My current rank is 55. So they've issued a challenge to me. I, as the defender, get to choose the time and date of the fight within 24 hours of me acknowledging their challenge. And me acknowledging their challenge within 24 hours of them challenging me, otherwise I'm a no-show. Point is, I pick the time of the fight, I choose my AC, I choose the map, I ready up, and then they get to counterpick me with their own AC in the fight. If we fight and I win, I, the defender, am just the winner, and they can't challenge me again for 24 hours. If I lose, the roles swap and we go immediately into a revenge round, where they, as the defender, pick their AC, pick the map, and I counterpick to them. This will then go back and forth until either one of us wins twice, or the challenger in the initial fight doesn't win in the first place. So basically saying that you need to win as defender in order to win the duel overall. If you lose as defender, you become the challenger, they become the defender, and you fight again. And, you know, if they lose the defender, you're defender again. And you just keep going back and forth until, in effect, somebody wins twice in a row. That's the system. Good stuff. So, I've talked about the format. Let's talk about the plan. My specific opponent, former number 10 Lubaloo, also the host of the Rubicon Fight Club Twitch account and also just all of it. They play with tanks. It's a tank build. And I fought this tank builds. It's a lot of different tank builds. The weapons keep swapping out, but the tankness of it stays the same. Sometimes it's the boat. I don't know if it was ever the wheelchair, but it's always the tank. And I, by contrast, never change anything. So my strategy is to change something going into the first match. Against a tank, I don't really have the luxury of good defense. So I'm going to swap out the assault armor for the terminal armor because I think I'm going to get better results against the tank with that specifically. Sure, this means I'll be more vulnerable if they stagger me, but I'm going to try and, depending on what exactly they pick to counter me, try and stick a little bit more to the evasive side of things. So that even if they do stagger me with like a giant collection of missiles or whatever, I should still be okay not having an escape path. So that's my plan going into this. As far as map selection, I don't really have too much of a preference. I think I'm most comfortable on Contaminated City A, so I think I'll just do that. Nothing too special. I sort of adapt to the map, but I don't really choose the map to adapt to me. It's fine either way. But I am doing a bit of like pre-counterplay by knowing what they do, and what they do is tanks. And what I do is Tidewater. 4 more minutes, so I am going to start getting prepared. There's going to be a little bit of bureaucracy to the side of things, so be patient with me as we have to deal with the fact that reality requires communication between multiple parties. Also, because they're the host of the arena, and therefore has like special administrative powers, they've countered in the fact that their fights, whatever they are, happen in the official public lobby as sort of a matter of accountability. Normally, 2 people would just go into a lobby alone that they make and fight it out. But for me and Lubaloo, we are going to be doing this in the public lobby for administrative accountability reasons, so that nobody thinks that anyone's lying or cheating or like doing some admin abuse or whatever. And I'm fine with that. And I've taken the opportunity to be live doing this challenge on 2 streams at once. One my own, one RFC. 3 minutes ago, according to my timer, I think we should just enter. I will simply be there on time. They will know I am there, and well, this is awkward because I don't actually want to fight. I will communicate. I will begin the communications. Telling them I've arrived somewhat early, if that's okay. Yep, okay. We are going into tournament mode. I need to communicate with them on the official system here. Yep, okay. As defender, I choose map. Contaminated City A. And that's what I'm doing. Shall ready up once that has been decided. Now they're preparing to counter my AC, but did they notice that I've swapped my expansion? Maybe. Maybe they don't care. It's entirely possible they do not care. But they fought me before. And they fought me multiple times. They know I assault armor, so I think the terminal armor might surprise them. Please do not be watching my stream at this exact moment. Okay, they've readied up. Let's do this. I could completely lose. This is former number 10, and I'm number 55. It's entirely possible and entirely okay I lose this. It's gonna stink because my rank will go down, but like, that's okay. And if I lose one match, we can go again. We're pretty evenly split on victories. Like, sometimes I win, sometimes they win. It's most a matter of who gets lucky enough to have 2 wins in a row. Or who's just, like, well-conditioned for the exact immediate moment. But I'm ready to go. Let's do this. Okay, they're going missiles and linear, so they're trying to fight at range. This is unfortunate, but maybe I can take advantage. It means that I am susceptible to stagger from those linear guns, but other than that, I think I'm good. Let's use cover. I don't have the damage. I didn't have the damage. Okay. The plan kinda worked. But they have this shield now, which, like, not the pulse shield, but like a regular shield. This makes things tough, uncomfortable. I may have to get some kiting involved. Okay. Reset. Hold steady.
AP at 30%.
Darn it. I didn't have the damage, okay. So that's me losing the first round. Now, as defender, I go on to be the challenger, and now Lubaloo is the defender. So now I get the chance to counterpick their stage in AC. But they could change their stage in AC to things different than what I just fought, so we will see what the choices are as I look over at the stream. Yep, we are in first revenge round. I will also say good match. Okay, it appears that a match now is going to be on Watchpoint Delta B. This is bad for me because there is absolutely no cover whatsoever. It looks like they're going for the same AC as last time. So I will swap back to Assault Armor simply because I'm used to it more. No! The rare and highly dangerous Pulse Armor. I am not a Pulse Armor user. So this will be uncomfortable for me. But it could be the leverage I need to win this. Alright. Their damage is very sustained over time, but those linear rifles are very guaranteed and very good stagger. So I need to be careful. I have nowhere to hide here. All right. Let's see here. Now we fall back.
AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
Oh. Okay, first round done. The plan is working. Oh boy. Oh.
50%.
Okay, all right. We won the revenge match. We are now Defender once more. Okay. Okay. What map do I do this one? Okay, the nerves are getting to me. No changes. Well, okay, I gotta wait till the, yeah. All right. Now, if I win this, it's all over. If I lose this, we gotta go to another revenge map and the cycle continues. Looks like sticking with the same AC. So my hope is that the added cover will allow me some more defensive options. Linear rifles are the general purpose damage, but like the malicious stagger of the missiles I would like to cancel somewhat. Just if I can get like 1 or 2 missiles or bullets to be blocked by the terrain, if I could contain, if I could duck behind a wall at like close range, if we're at one of the baffles or whatever they're called, then I think that'll work to my advantage. Let's see how I do. Okay, going well.
AP at 50%.
Yes, it is. Hold on, I'm currently in the middle of a title of a ranked title match thing. Okay, round 1 down. Yeah, this is what the Lamb's good for. You can just move while you can attack while defending. You can kill while dodging. I love it. Honestly, it's a lot better than kiting, just in terms of strategy, in my opinion. A lot more fun, also. Okay, it's all down to this. No, no, no! Oh, okay. Ooh. Alright. In case you don't know, I'm currently doing an arena match in the Rubicon Fight Club. I'm rank 55, this is rank 56. Former rank number 10. So I'm just trying to defend this match, which is why I'm a little bit panicked and excited right now. It's kind of a big deal. To me, at least. I got it, okay, I got it. Okay, we did it. All right, that is a successful defense of my title rank. I gotta go inform them. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, a little too late for the FCS alert, but that would have startled me in the middle of the match. Okay. All right, now I GG and good match to them, sending that over to their stream. Ooh. Good stuff. Wow. Okay. No, don't worry. I'm staying in the arena. It's just that the title match is over. I've won my rights. I'm still here. Don't worry. It's just that, like, there's, like, official paperwork that needs to be done. Oh, no, I'm absolutely streaming. I'm streaming for at least the next 2 hours. Don't worry. There's just it's just, like, the opening match, the big opening event is over. So, we're good. I didn't just stream for 28 minutes just to do that one battle. We're good. Also, hello. Should have opened with that. All right, well, let's see how this goes. Let's see how you did. Let's see what you built. Test for a double linear line missiles. Something on the back I can't see from this angle, but I'll figure it out. Oh, whoops, I forgot to take off my pulse armor. Oops. Usually I assault armor, but I pulse armored for the title fight because I felt like it countered tanks better. And it did! Too slow on the pulse armor. That's its weakness. Over unrelenting damage at low health means that you can just murder them before the shield goes up. You kind of need to predict it. Use it to remove your stagger, not remove being staggered. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Disengage, recover my EN, make your shield go down, dodge your linears, hit that. Oh, you are so lucky, mutual stagger. Never mind. It's a good build. The double linears are making good work happen. I need to dodge constantly. Yeah, I'm fast as heck. Can't catch me. I move sideways so much. Power of a lightweight. Good stuff. I like it. Definitely shield more. It's ruining my combos. I rely so much on staggering people that if you're shielded up, it's tough. Wonder if the other two are gonna fight it all over. It's just gonna be us with Karatsu as a spectator. Ah, dang it, I forgot to turn off the pulse shield again. Pulse armor. Oops. Ooh, we're on the diagonal map. Wacky. I think you got the high ground, so I am in a bit of a pickle. No, nothing's bad. It's just I only pulse armored for the title fight. I assault armor as a my main is assault armor. I pulse armored to counter the tank, but you're not the tank. I don't need it. Stop having the high ground. Ooh, good shield, good shield. Uh-oh.
AP at 30%.
Milliseconds away from shielding safely. Oi. Aren't this ground? Aren't this inclined slope? Okay.
50%.
Yeah, your shield is the most deadly thing you have. Whoa! You okay? Hello? Oh, there you go. Alright, we're back. Welcome. Uh-oh. Condolences about your dropped inputs. That one doesn't count. Power is gone. Ah, okay, no. Now's the opportunity. Back to assault armor. We're good. Ooh, someone else. Who are you? Oh, it's another lamb, but it appears to be a missile kitey lamb. Well, that ain't good. You refuse to fight them just morally? Just ethically, you are opposed to fighting them. Look, I know that they can't, like, biologically process ethanol, but that doesn't mean it's just... Fine, you won't fight them, I'll fight them. I'm not opposed to getting my butt kicked. Here, you can observe them from a safe distance here if you want. Also, how do you know Japanese? Is it just like the name is a Japanese name? Right, Teal? I guess, kind of. Weird romanization, but I guess it works. Oh, okay, you just know this individual. Okay. Yeah, but now they're on camera, so it'll be embarrassing for them. Well, this is going to be real awkward. Contaminate, or Wall B, or is this Wall B or Wall A? Anyway, Wall City. Not a good place to fight someone who kites around everywhere. Fortunately for me, they're wasting all of their energy flying over here, so I'll have like a few minutes of free time just to have more energy than them. Stray missile got me. Yeah, look at them following the same formula even if it's not optimal. Good hits. I'm officially winning. Easy. I've solved them. Oh my goodness, they learned! I'm so proud of them. Careful, careful. Need to make sure I don't get hit by a stray missile. I got hit by a stray missile. Darn it. Mutual destruction. It's a tie. They got the hit first, but it was really close. So fighting an S99 ranker and winning, or tying, air quotes, I'm gonna call that satisfying. Do you plan on ever returning to this lobby? Because I mean... Oh, hey, how's it going? Good fight we had. Are you able to hear me this time, or are you still audio silent? Oh, okay, great. Hello. Also, hi Capra, who showed up at the same time. Speaking of people being less of something, Sugarless is here as well. Looks like I'm fighting right you are again. So they are doing the general Lamb thing where they go into the sky. It's not even the correct Lamb thing. Lamb is a tank. It's a tank legs. They're tank legs. You gotta believe me. Being a Lamb is supposed to be being a lightweight tank. Yeah, it's the flying wheelchair. Exactly. Except I don't even fly that far. I'm just repulsor lifting slightly. Ah, they've taken inspiration from me, is it? Got him. I'm beating a numbered S rank. This is great. Epic dodge of the coral missile by falling really fast. It's close. Gotcha. Good stuff. I appreciate that they adapted to what I was doing by getting the Truno on there instead of the missiles, but you can't out Truno me. Ah, you've gotten the fight entry ticket, I see. Very good, very good. Hello, Sugarless. Things heating up in the RFC lobby. I'm glad. I like it here. Pleasant. We got all the classics, like me, cool host, new people, veteran people, this one guy that just like complains in the TTS all the time. It's got it all. Ooh, double long laser rifle. Reverse jointed, that's That's either the bubble blower or the Passans. I can never tell them apart. Tell me what they are and I understand for a day. Teach me how to tell the difference between them and I'll understand for about a month. Until I forget. Oh, it's the shield thrower. Interesting. I like it.
AP at 50%.
Slippery, you are.
AP at 30%.
Maybe the assault armor was a bit premature. Ooh, good shield. These shields are excellent. Wow, I am astonished. That is the best use of the shield thrower I've ever seen. I'm in awe. I gotta learn how to do this for Joyous Guard. My other AC. Yeah, premature on the assault armor again. It's fine. I don't think they're very offensive at close range. I wouldn't have had an opportunity anyway. Gotcha. Figured out. Okay, they're very evasive. My biggest hurdle is actually hitting them. Oh, I just walked right into those shields. Maybe I should move more vertically. Fade out the shields at different altitudes so I can move wide and hit anyway.
50%. AP at 30%.
Ooh, I'm running out of health. Ooh, close one. This is the ultimate, the best offense is a good defense build I've ever seen. It's not even bulky, it's just good. I'm in awe. I will also say thank you. Alright, next up we got Raichu versus whoever decides to go next. It's Sugarless. I mean, you just saw Sugarless using it to block things right there, but... Or if you mean the core expansion pull shield. Right, right. I think that's the balance you have to play with something that also is technically a weapon. Because, like, you can set them up and an enemy walking into it will take damage. Which is why the other shields exist. They're a lot more pure defense. As opposed to positional static defense. I don't know. I don't know meta. I barely know core theory. I had to learn everything myself. I'm not a member of the community. That only started, like, last week. Okay. Yep, you're doing your thing. Let's see how Sugarless responds. I think Sugarless is going to have a good time blocking, but maybe a hard time hitting. Yeah, this is sort of how I expected it would go down. Lubaloo just dodges... Not you. Sugarless just dodges everything, but can't hit Raichu for much. And if Sugarless, if their attempts to approach, they're gonna get a yo-yo to the face. One of the few matches that I genuinely believe could go to time with the 10-minute. That'd be illegal, but it could happen. With Sugarless being so good at dodging, I think definitely the biggest threat is going to be the True Nose. Simply because they're so fast and are good at long range. It's even right now, and that's impressive. Goes to show how good Sugarless is at dodging. I'm rooting for Sugarless here. Just a little more. I think Raichu should shield up soon. One more hit and that should be all. Not that it'll help much, it'll just save you one volley. But it could be the few seconds you need. Yep, there's the shield. And it's not enough. Sugarless takes the victory in Phase 1. 2 minutes and 7 seconds later. If this were a ranked match, it would have gone to time. Alright, let's see things from an aerial perspective this time around. You can kind of see the general notion of a lamb kite here, where it just sort of swooshes around and shoots things from really far away. I could never play like this. It's way too passive. I want to enter a fencing match with my opponents. Yeah, making sure that they're always in between the opponent and themselves. And they're probably a really good way to drop the Coral missile, simply because it's so slow and predictable. You could even manual aim, put down a shield just to stop the big Coral boom from hitting you. If you felt inclined. They're so fast. Yeah, see that? That was almost a hit on the Coral onto the shield. Oop, there's an opportunity. Low EN doesn't get too greedy. Just keeps up the regular battle plan. Moving up, moving up, moving up. Oh, big hits, and Raichu goes down. We have a winner. And a match that was so close to going to time, but didn't. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, next up I would imagine it would be Karasu versus myself. Raichu has left. I think Karasu is just content to be a spectator today. Fine by me. That was the one with the double earshot, double something else from earlier, right? I remember them in the arena. I remember losing to them with like 1 AP remaining. Twice. Well, 1 match, 2 phases. Though admittedly, my short-term memory for Armored Core fights is pretty bad because I'm just trying to fight the current fight at all times. What's the point of remembering if I just relearn in an instant? I'm all about that sight reading. Double linear. Okay, well, I mean, yeah, I just fought Sugarless earlier. I know what Sugarless is doing. Low altitude map today. There's some cover around. Wait, no, this is the exact same map we fought on before. It's a rerun. You've seen this battle before. Let's hope it ends the same way. Okay, Assault Armor probably not the correct choice here. Assault Armor probably useless against this opponent anyway. I can't get close enough. Let's scare you, why don't we? I could not approach. It was a good fight. I think I was doing an okay job dodging the missiles, but then I was just getting hit by the lasers. And walked into a few too many shields. As is the nature of conflict. Let's go to Pulse Armor if we're going to be dealing with someone acting at long range. Just give me that little bit of extra health when I need it. This is fun. This is like the first time I've used Pulse Armor ever. It's got its uses. I think I'm finally turning into the kind of person who will change their core expansion to suit the situation. Ooh, big map, big cover. This is going to be an uphill battle, despite being at the exact same elevation. They're going to be bobbing and weaving under the battleships. They're going to go under a battleship, put down shields so it acts as a physical barrier that I can't get through. It's going to be hilarious. I see you getting onto this battleship. Don't think I didn't see you get onto this battleship. I used your shield against you! You used your shields against me! Okay, we're good. I'm having a lot of just hairpin victories or defeats. This is not even the first time both me and my opponent exploded at roughly the same time.
AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
They figured me out. I'm doomed. Yeah, there it goes. They realized that I like to dodge narrow, which meant that they could dodge narrow as well and still have the same shield blocking me when I attack them. Clever. I won that fight because of the neutral at the very beginning, where I used their shield to block all their shots, forcing them closer. Then I got good staggers from the disruption. I love that. It turned into a cover-based shooter because one of us had the good stuff. This game is great. I love this game. Alright, time to sit back and do some lovely commentary. Hello and welcome to Exception Talks about what the heck is going on. Unfortunately, Exception does not truly know what is going on, only can infer it from what little non-institutional knowledge we have. In this corner, Karasu in the AC test, that might be reversed. With double earshot, double coral rifles. And in this corner, majestic, other things, pile bunker, Old King. In the fourth rows. Let's see what other details we got. Ah, yes, a Haldeman. And some kind of missile launcher I don't recognize. Clearly we're going for someone that wants to get up close, stagger, and then do a power slide uppercut. Tough to do against someone with the open faith legs, but we'll see what happens. Karasu also pretty low on the stagger. One more majestic shot could do it. Or just Haldeman for reliability. Oh, went for it. Assault armor is up. Not enough time to do the charge, so went with the regular melee, but now Old King with a lot less AB. Running away, try to reset, let that shield narrow down, and then head back to neutral. Majestic misses, and Old King can no longer rely on the Haldeman with such little AP. They need to stay a fair distance back from the earshot. Not enough. The coral rifles take it. 15 love. Welcome to tennis. All of a sudden. On this side, we have a very straightforward, bulky approach. Full forward attack. Any pair of two things connecting will stagger the opponent for massive damage. And something I know from open faith leg users is that they like to kick. As we can see, Karasu staggering the fire of their weapons in order to make sure that some of them connect against what is a generally brittle opponent. Assault armor goes out, but no, the unrelenting firepower is too much. Second phase goes to Karasu. Oh, wait. Right, so, first phase went to Karasu as well. That's just the end of the match. Okay. Match over! Looks like next up on the block is Old King in the fourth rows versus Sugarless in the L2B4G Cornix. Unlike 45H, I don't think that's elite speak pun. I think that's just a designation. If it is a pun, I don't know it. The plan, as always, duo missiles, linear laser rifles, and the shield thrower versus missile. Pianui, hello! I am watching people fight each other and also fighting them sometimes. Right now we have a fun fight against someone who is very, very good at being evasive and defensive against someone who really wants to get in close and uppercut the opponent. Old King fourth row is looking for an opening, but Sugarless is staying as good evasive as always. You want Sugarless on your defensive lineup on your local football team or whatever. Oh, fire going in, but all it's going to take is one good hit by Old King to stop Sugarless in their track. Not able to connect, though. The attacks are going pretty low, and oh, that was a good Majestic hit. A little bit more missile, and that will be a stagger. Haldeman opportunity. Okay, the stagger goes through. All it can get out is a kick with how range works. The power slide blocked by the shield. Assault armor counters, destroys the shield, but Sugarless stays alive for a little longer. Ooh, long enough to destroy Old King. Taking a view from Sugarless's perspective for this fight, we're going to see a lot of evasions. Notice the right shoulder. That is the shield thrower. It provides a little circular electrical like circle that allows you to block both your and your opponent's projectiles, using it to very good effect. But the uppercut comes in. Core expansions are now out of the equation, but Sugarless needs to be careful. Another stagger into that power slide uppercut, and they are exploded. Watch out for the Majestic. It's another stagger. Not fast enough on the uppercut. Sugarless is able to escape, trying to fight down Old King. Yeah, you are a big fan of melee. I remember that from your campaign run-through. You like your kicks, you like your swords, you like your lasers. And Sugarless is able to bring on the pelting fire. Old King is down. We move to the tiebreaker. Oh yeah, I call it the jet lance, but yeah, the spear drill thing is great. Oh wait. Right, that was the time. Wait, was it? What? I am completely failing to remember what match number we're on in these fights, or who won the previous match. I need to pay more attention. Oops. Wait, no, I think Sugarless did win both. My mistake. I get confused because I go from winner POV to loser POV, or vice versa when I change sides of the view. I've confused myself. But that's fine, Because coming up next, me. Something just fell over in the background of the shot, like something just got damaged arbitrarily. Anyway, it's me in the classic Tidewater you know and love versus Old King in something else. Laser shotgun, delivery boy, coral melee weapon, I think? Still the reverse joint, so they're going to be up close and personal. Fortunately for me, I like it when my opponent is up close and personal. That is where I excel. I am not a gunner. I am a fencer. There you are, you bugger. Ooh, you shielded up. Interesting. I don't even remember what core expansion I have on right now. Pulse armor? Pulse? Yeah, pulse armor, probably. This is where I excel. I counter melee. Unless it's the yo-yo. I do not counter the yo-yo. The yo-yo will obliterate me. Forgot to do my ritual of standing on top of this building specifically. There we go. Ooh, the air shot. That was really close. I lost control of the situation, and I should have pulse shielded earlier. I got complacent. Should have been the first thing I did. Once I remembered they had a melee weapon, I was like, oh no, I gotta shield up now. Good stuff. Alright, who's up next? Oh, Sugarless is gone. Unfortunate. That's okay. Numerically, it should be Old King versus Karasu next, or me versus Karasu next, but if Karasu just wants to watch, I'll go for another fight. Ah, it's no longer Fourth Rose or whatever, it's now White Blood. I didn't notice. Well, I noticed it was a different AC, but I didn't notice the name change from earlier. I wonder how the title match acquisition's going. I don't really know how the title fights work. I know there's a cash prize, I just don't really care. I want to be the master of the Trunos just because I want to be the master of the... No, I want to be the master of the explosive thrower. Just to be the master of the explosive thrower. Because I feel like I am the explosive thrower's #1 fan. Ooh, the Jet Lance linear rifle. They are countering me now. The linear rifle countering me, not the Jet Lance. I mean, the Jet Lance could counter me. Not many people use the Jet Lance, so I don't know how counterable it is. Or how countered I am as a result. Oh, the double kick, double missile. Collect titles by beating people who hold the title. The one with the most titles on July 1st wins. I don't care about holding the most titles. $141 would be nice, but I am not the master of every weapon in existence. I just want to be the master of 4. Well, 3. Okay, 2. The Trunos and the explosive throwers. I do not want to be the master of the Lamb. I would have to fight Kite Lance for that. Gotcha with the ET. Actually, RFC Loop Loop person, there's a commentate voice channel. Does it actually just like immediately wire you into the commentary? Or do you also have to be there so you can hear the commentary? I won't do it right now because I'm busy doing my own stream, but if I were just occasionally on as a special guest commentator for the fun of it, being somebody who does not know the meta at all, I think that'd be funny. Got him. Ah, okay. The Trinos are very good at tracking. They don't track well in terms of like angle per meter, but they're so fast that if you're like vaguely in the correct direction, they will hit. Oh hey, it's Keeper 3421, also known as Keeper of War, also known as Topogejo. Sorry, Topoegejo. Ah, an apparition stalks the night. I also like using the Trunos without a lock. It's my go-to punish. But when I can't punish with it, it's what I'm using to punish people. Well, that. When I can't punish with it, it's the thing I use to get people staggered to hit them with, like, the Majestic or something. What I like about my AC is that every single weapon can combo into the other, depending on which one is the one that actually staggers them. Also, hello, Jetstream. It's been a while. Oh, wait. Oh, ran out of health. I gotta get to high ground. I do agree. Energy weapons are definitely zero stagger, but all pain. Ooh. What the heck? You shouted out me? Oh, too greedy on not shielding. That is very true. That is very true. The stagger is like the psychological alert that you're in danger, not the fact that you have low health. You just don't pay attention to the little voice that says AP at 30%. And when air warns you that you're damaged, people get annoyed. It's like, thank you, air. I know. I'll let Keeper and Old King fight. No, it's going to be Keeper and Aether. The asterisk. By necessity, I will have to refer to them as Moon, simply because their actual name is missing. Wow, this rate, we're not even going to do ranked at all. I had an A rank to S rank promotion phase all lined up as like the main event. And then Lubaloo challenges me for the title, so that became the main event. By title, I mean arena rank. It's a different thing. I say title in general. Double Gatling, double... Okay, at least one Songbird. Double Songbird! Songbirds used to be my go-to with stuff before I got the True Nose. Yeah, this is very much the campaign special. Concentrated firepower and double Songbirds. I went through the campaign predominantly using a Jet Lance, Zimmerman, and double Songbird build. And once I got into rank, that changed real fast. I went to the True Node Lamb build pretty quickly after that. To great effect. Yeah, when I got to S rank, I was also pretty burned out of all the very, very, very stressful matches every single fight. So I sort of took a break from doing rank stuff and Armored Core in general until the rank reset. But then nobody told me the rank reset happened, so I was like a month late from the rank reset to returning. You're right, it is pretty spread out, concentrated fire. It's suppressing fire, it's what it is. A little more bullet spread and you're just playing a carpet fire bullet hell. I don't think Acer has a very good strategy going into this. I've been having a decently good time in ranked in A rank. I just want to stay in A rank. So I'm in no rush to sort of effort my way back into S. A ranked rank is actually pretty nice. S rank is where it gets really painful, for me at least. But I think I have a better mood about ranked matching than most people, so I'm probably not a good beacon of sanity for the community. If Valteus fired bullets instead of Gatling, instead of missiles, this would probably be what it looks like. So like you go to A rank and you muck around in A rank until you accidentally get a little bit too good and go to S rank. And then you chill out in community lobbies until the rank reset every few months. It's a nice little healthy system if you are willing to use it like that. Ooh, bad dodge on that Songbird shot. And by bad dodge, I mean it dodged, so it's bad for the person who shot the Songbird. They're just true knowing so casually. That's fair. The burnout is very real. The S rank stands for smoke from the burning. So A rank, and to bridge the gap between the next rank reset, we've also got lovely communities such as this one, with a constant steady stream of people of all ranks and sizes. Not that I am officially a spokesperson for the Rubicon Fight Club in any way, shape, or form. It's just the one I happen to join. Has a nice little community incentive to be good because of the arena system. Unfortunately, I'm sandwiched between two very good people. So my rank is kind of stuck being in between them until one of them rises high enough that I can fight the people that they've beaten already. I've never really had any opinions on BVO. Maybe that's because it got nerfed after I started seeing it. Like, I wasn't high enough in the rankings yet to see it. I see BVO as just an alternative double pistol thing, because the BVO is basically double pistols. Forgot I wasn't using assault armor, unfortunate. Oh well. Gotcha! Yeah, I get confused between the Fasan, the shield thrower, and the thing that shoots bubbles on the shoulders. I'm at least proud that I know the Haldeman's name at all. It's my go-to shotgun before I picked up the Majestic. Running? How dare you. Hold on, let me chase off this missile for a second. There we go. Oh, that was a bad choice. That was a bad choice of Trino, but it worked out. I should have just rammed him or kicked him or something. I should have dropped my weapons and just punched. That's such a committal move that I don't really choose to do it in any situation. But there are some situations where it's really the correct choice. All of my weapons are on reload. I have no yen. I should just punch. I wasn't paying attention to who's fighting. Am I in this match? Am I commentating? I have no idea. Okay, in this corner, Seraphim Moon with the double attaches and some shoulder thing I don't recognize. And in this corner, Keeper 3421 with the double, well, it's an assault rifle, a missile, and a fourth thing maybe. Okay, it's the Trunos. Makes sense, they're low profile. Ah, it's the missile laser bullet thing. I see. Looks like we're gonna have a pretty strafey mid-range fight between these two. It's gonna be a question of who can dodge and who can lodge the bullets into the cranium of the other person. Looks like Keeper has the advantage in terms of, like, area advantage, and the stagger goes out, shield pops. Is Keeper going to retaliate with a shield of their own? No. Chooses the stagger. This suggests terminal armor. Perhaps Seraphim should keep that in mind. And it looks like Keeper wins the engagement. Time for another carousel of violence in Phase 2. This is where our good Itachi hits. Let's move to the view from Seraphim, just firing away. They're both cycling to good effect, but looks like Seraphim's the first to stagger. Doesn't shield this time, though. Trying to stagger Keeper, does it. Gonna go for anything other than shooting more. No. Shield up for Seraphim. Keeper still doesn't know what the core expansion for them is. Probably Terminal. Gonna come down to these final few shots. It's a mistake to shoot simultaneously against dodgy opponents. It was your mistake when we fought. You have to alternate your shot. That's a good point, and it looks like Seraphim falls to the terminal armor. Yeah, that is good intel. When you have a dodgy opponent, you want to guarantee that at least some of your shots hit. So you want to go from burst to sustained. That was a good fight. If it's going to be Old King next, I want to make sure that I'm not just fighting Old King forever. So I will defer. So I will fight Seraphim or Keeper next time. Gotta make sure that you shuffle up the lobby by manually opting out of a fight or two every once in a while. Keeps things fresh. Okay, we've got Lao Bloom with a very blue tank. Soup double laser shotgun cannon things, and on this side, double majestic boat. With other things as well. Are those facons? I don't know if they're facons. Okay, one earshot there. They might be. Tank versus boat, who wins? Old King versus Titan. Both of them are just sort of kicking around, flying in the sky. You know, as heavy tanks tend to do. Ooh, bad stagger from both of them. Shield goes up, possibly a little premature. Shield's now down, and Hutaten staggers, gets hit with the facons. But holds up. And now you can see that the tide of battle has turned. Huitaten and Old King have marginally similar health, but Huitaten has a core expansion in reserve. In this engagement, I actually think it would be in Huitaten's best interest to be a bit further away. Pulse Armor goes out, tries to close the distance, advantage to Huitaten, and victory. Begin Phase 2. I think Huitaten has an advantage on range with those soups. You can just sort of fire at long range and slowly whittle down your opponent. That's a little boring. And I think them being a bulky tank means they can get forward without needing to be a problem. You'll have to forgive me as I have no idea what you're referring to. Assault board, okay, assault boosting. But also, I don't know what a Born Missa is. I know it's a contraction of a bunch of different weapons, but I don't even know what those individual weapons are. The names do not help me. I'm surprised I know what a facon is. Ah, okay. Okay. Good to know. Going back to the actual fight, I haven't been fully paying attention because I've been reading text. It looks like this time Old King has the health advantage with good dodges being in the flying sports car. Good majestic shots, staggered shots, one at a time. As described, that's a good idea for a dodgy opponent like Huitat in the heavy tank. But it's closing the gap. It's going to be who can land the first good shots, and I think the Soup gives an advantage. But the Majestic clears it. Oh, they made Assault Booster slower. That's unfortunate. And like 100, that's a significant decrease. As a Lamb, I can hover at like 400 flat. So, an assault boost on that caliber would be incredible. They're playing this like you're a next AC. I say, having never played any Armored Core game other than 6. I've got some cultural osmosis. I know what a next is. I love speed. That's why I'm a Lamb. I'm told it's called a Strider or a Water Strider. Water Strider Lamb. I just call it fencing. Good majestic hits by Old King. That staggered fire is doing wonders. Shield goes up. Both shields will be expended. Ooh, bad earshot, and Huitaten is staggered. Gonna be just one more majestic, and that's almost a guaranteed hit. Yep, there it is. Where's your gap? No! The Facons clear the fight. That does sound very fun. I don't know much about being a heavy AC, but as I understand it, one of your best movement options is being braver than your opponent suspects. It's what I do as a tetrapod Lamb. They think, oh, I'm gonna run away. I do not run away. Why would I run away? You're right where I want you. I'm not dodging to escape, I'm dodging to get behind you. It's a good time. I'm still on Pulse Shield. My mistake. It's fine though, I'm fighting a tank. I should have Pulse Shield against tank anyway. Okay, so knowing what I know about Huitaten from the fight I just saw, and the previous fight I just saw. Soup, electric cannons, and earshot. So just be like, I need to dodge exclusively when I'm about to get hit. And also stay a little bit above the ground to avoid the earshot and the electrical AoE. It's not the Facons, but it can still hurt. But know that I should really capitalize not on comboing with stagger, but returning to a safe distance. Biggest threat will have to be the soups in the long term, and in the short term, everything else. I clipped the highway sign. No, they do have the song. My mistake.
AP at 50%.
Get in. Oh, that was way too greedy. Okay, we got through. Could have played that better. My health economy was not good. It's those energy weapons. Your health just goes lower without you noticing. Prepare for takeoff. Hit again. Oh! Shield, you fool! Yeah, they do not give up. Like I'm trying to fight a wall. Building for cover. Reset. Over the building.
AP at 30%.
Ah, I tried to get to cover so I could shield safely. I ran out of juice. I ran out of firepower. I ran out of dodging good. There's no one else here. Cool. Thank you, Pianui. If you ever want to play Armored Core again, I am available. And also, there's a co-op mods who can go through the campaign and have funny times doing the Dark Souls invasions and stuff. We could invade other people. It'd be great. We could all just be invaded. I'd love to do that, or just play Armored Core. Fight together in a team, fight against each other in war. Just good times. Let me know. I will be mostly always available. You do. Personally, I'm looking forward to your return to Ghost Trick. As a fan that you can actually hear directly because I also stream, and we're mutual fans of each other. I don't talk as much anymore in your chat, and I apologize. I don't always have something to say if it's not a game I know. I try to make my comments helpful, but if it's not a game I know, I have no idea what to say. So I just don't. Ah, you've added some reflections to your stuff and different missiles. And if only there was a command for that, it was in my chat so that people could denote that fact officially.
AP at 50%.
Reset.
AP at 30%.
Ooh. The joke there was that we do have a command. It's part of a very funny punchline. Okay, so this is tough.
AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
Oof. Yeah, this is lethal. So what could I have done there? Probably stayed at a further distance, but this is a very small arena. Maybe didn't get as greedy in my attacks. There were options. Oh no, Pianui, you've made the 13th rectangle, well, octagon right now, blue, accidentally. How dare you? I don't know. I don't know if additional burst noises are going to make it better. You've just made it more blue. If you want to manually change colors, the correct redemption is data injection, where you put in the number starting in the top left corner and going horizontally, and then a letter corresponding to the color. I don't know how well I described what colors are available, but it is case sensitive as well. It should be in the icon that describes the colors, like the redemption icon. It's really small, but if you like zoom in really close. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. The banana. Oh, you're getting the RAD missiles that don't look like they're made by RAD. Wait, I'm fighting a different build, but on a sports car instead of a tank. Which I think other people call the boat. I also call it the boat. I mix it up every once in a while. I like variety. But hide behind that cylinder I hid behind. Okay. How dare you? You canceled my majestic shot. I was gonna use that to murder you.
AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
Oh! That was an accidental second dumbfire, but it worked. I was still reloading. GG to you as well. Alright, given the general order of operations, I think it should be Lubaloo versus Huititan. Sorry, Huititan. Next. So I shall let that happen. Never mind, a fourth person has entered the arena, shuffling everything. Okay, hello, Merman, to the arena lobby. Actually, while this fight goes on, I want to check the RFC arena title situation, because the person above me was going to fight somebody, but then they didn't show up for 24 hours to respond. And then they did respond saying, hey, can you please just kick me out of the arena completely? So I don't know how that went. I don't know if I'm allowed to fight number 54 yet. Looks like KGM got number 9. Congratulations for fighting a ghost. The Titan is doing the classic setup with True Nose instead of Earshot. Ah, okay, good to know. I won't do it now because there's no guarantee that the match will happen in the next day. But like as Defender, I'll try and schedule my title fight to be at the start of my AC6 streams. Full confession, I am not an AC6 streamer, I'm a variety streamer. I stream other things, mostly strategy games, like Homeworld. But if I'm going to be participating in the arena publicly, I may as well be streaming those matches here. So I'll just counter by streaming more often. So we'll have more Armored Core streams and also more, well, the same amount of not Armored Core streams. Do not FCS alert when I'm not in a match. That doesn't jump scare me, the Inui. None of them even had FCF weapons. Well, actually, maybe they did, but I wouldn't hear them. I'm not the one being attacked. But yeah, this one's all missiles. Those don't FCS. And maybe the charged laser cannon would FCS, but I don't think they used it. Oh, the True Nose. The True Nose would FCS. Yeah, you enjoy testing the redeems there. Why don't you draw a card while you're at it? Why don't you type ! lurk and see what happens? This is a threat. Nice tank collision. I would have called it like a naval collision, like boat on boat crash, but one of them's a tank, not a boat. I'll just call it a car crash. Meanwhile, we have Lubaloo on the rise, firing every missile in existence. Not enough to stagger, but definitely enough to hurt. Once they reload, it is not going to happen. Phase 2 goes to Titan for the victory. Definitely seems unnecessary to be a massive missile build. Alright, have a good time dueling Strider. Oh, is this for a title match or something? I didn't see anything new in the dueling hall. And besides, I would have been the opponent for the dueling hall. Cool, I get to be the witness. Strider Omen, Twitch at StriderEZ, who is also in the chat here. I'll check the title match, see what's going on here. Which title is it for, dare I ask? As I panicked look for the title fights channel. Ah, here we are. Let's see here. Well, 4 minutes ago, looks like... Yep, Master of the Coral Shield, IBCO3W4, NGI028. Very exciting stuff. It would appear that Strider is the defender of the Coral Shield title, and Lubaloo shall be fighting for it. Apparently this works very similar to challenging and defending in the arena. So, as the defender, Strider is able to select the map and AC. Lubaloo will then counterpick to try and win from that, and if victory, revenge maps will follow. Very exciting. I get to witness this. Strider has selected Contaminated City A, the classic map with the pipes you can sort of walk over to go into freefall for a second, to then press the hover button to hover at the lowest possible altitude as a lamb close quarters. That's what I like the map for. You can just sort of walk forward and be hovering anyway. No need to do an awkward jump. You can do that on plenty of maps. There's just little bits of elevation. Okay, Strider has selected and is ready. Lubaloo is now preparing. As a witness to this and a neutral party, I can show the details of Strider's AC now that it's locked in. It appears to be a tank with double laser big barrels, the Coral Shield as required for this fight, and the shoulder-mounted diffuse laser shotgun thing. Lubaloo is preparing now. Strider does not have the opportunity to counter this, but could counter in a revenge match situation. That's hypotheticals, though. Let's see what's selected here. Also, I should mention the core expansion is Pulse Armor. Not a surprise for a tank. Not a surprise for most people. Pulse Armor seems to be the industry standard core expansion. Seem to have a lot of witnesses to this title match. Very exciting. Wish I had some sort of dramatic theatricals I could provide other than me talking, but I wasn't prepared for this. That's fine. We wing it. A lot of considerations going for Master of Coral Shield. The only real requirement of the ACs is that they have the Coral Shield and don't ditch it in the middle of the fight. That's true for all title matches. I wonder if there's a world for, like, title matches that don't involve being master of a particular weapon. Like, title match of Master of Staying on the Ground, where jumping is banned. Master of No Weapons. Master of Punching. Maybe next month. I am no authority, and none of my suggestions should be considered good ideas. I just enjoy hypotheticals. Okay, the AC has been selected. It appears to be a boat with double diffuse shotguns, a shoulder diffuse shotgun, and a coral shield. So very similar builds, differing mostly in the hand armament. One going for the laser cannons, the other going for the laser shotguns. Practically a mirror matchup, which makes sense for the Master of titles. I wonder if you could legally fight for multiple titles at the same time if the AC had both of those weapons you were fighting for. Probably a bad idea because you want the counterplay. Master of this exact AC build. Alright, fight seems good to go. Uh-oh. It looks like we have a technical problem on Strider's side. A potential game crash. That would explain this black screen. And the lack of any opponent on the other side. Well, that is unfortunate. Legally, I'm not exactly sure what happens here. I think technical faults usually denote... I'd have to read the rules, but Lubalu's already here, so I'll just let the officiator officiate. Ah, yeah, they have disappeared. Strider is gone. There are two options. One is that we just reset and try and redo the fight with the exact same conditions as before, or the other is that this is an automatic win for Lubalu. It's at the challenger's discretion. Challenger has decided to forego that and allow a rerun of the original match. That is very noble and honorable. We are dealing with a face in wrestling terms. I also consider myself to be a face, but I was this close to being a rules heel and being like, actually, number 54 did not respond in 24 hours. Please have them evicted from the arena. But I felt too bad about it. I had too much of a conscience. I should have done it. I could go up the rank, but my actual goal was to not be gatekeeper anymore, which is to say the lowest rank that new people have to fight to get the right to be in the arena. So them being disqualified from the arena entirely would not help. I would still be the lowest rank. So I was incentivized to still fight. Anyway, speaking of fights, here we have this one. Title of the Coral Shield. Master of. The fight's real. Let's begin. I'm going to assume that stream delay means it's okay for me to commentate live what individual people are doing. But it definitely seems to be just a slow-speed slug match. I am reminiscent of maybe like 2 naval warships firing cannons at each other, like 2 destroyers at point-blank range, shooting their main cannons at each other at a distance of like 1 kilometer. No real dodging, barely any assault boosting. It's just people shooting each other, being shielded. It's the most like a fencing match in real life I've ever seen. Just parry and riposte constantly. Dagger on Loopaloop, bad start, and the ram clinches it. First phase goes to Strider in defense of the title Master of Coral Shield. Round 2. Given their very similar loadouts, Lubaloo has a bit of a disadvantage being in a boat, slightly less bulky than the tank. But the aerial ability to maneuver would hopefully give some advantage, given that they can dodge shots. But the diffuse shotgun of the both sides means that dodging isn't really much of a consideration. Omen pops the shield though. Lubaloo still unshielded, hasn't staggered, shields out. Timing for when Strider's shield goes down. The aerial bombardment from the flying battleship seems to be working. Strider is staggered again. Not for long though. A ram from Strider puts Lubaloo on low health. This is the problem. AP is lower for Lubaloo than Strider. Despite very good hits, the Coral Shield blocking most damage. It's gonna be close. It's going down to the wire. Strider down. Lubaloo goes. This means a victory for the defender, and Master of the Coral Shield continues to stay with Strider. A good match on both sides. A very different match than what you usually see. This is the price you pay for honor. Losing. Nah, it helps you win in the long run. It's an investment. Honor is an investment. And a very lucrative one at that. Good stuff. Congratulations to both opponents of each other. I obviously was not in that fight. I was not an opponent to anyone. The duel is over. As the challenger, Lubaloo now has 24 hours to prevent challenge spam. Cannot challenge any other titles, especially not Strider's. And the lobby now returns to general operations. I say despite the fact that I am the only one here aside from the host, but we fight the host. I should run an ad break at some point. I don't want people to... Oh, you're on challenge cooldown against Strider for that title, or Strider for all titles, or everyone for every title? I imagine it would have to be Strider for the one title, because if you had to wait 24 hours to challenge again, then nobody would be able to get any titles fast enough in a month. You can challenge others, but not Strider. Even if Strider had a different title, you could not challenge Strider still? That makes sense. It gives a little bit of defensive edge to somebody who has a lot of titles. Ah, you're in a crater. You can't hit me while you're in a crater. Line of sight don't work that way.
AP at 50%.
Reset.
AP at 30%.
Okay. I'm able to dodge all the shots. Kept me alive despite being very fragile. We continue. I'm not in danger of staggering against an energy-based opponent, but I am in danger of just losing all my AP. Ooh, that was a good use of cover. Take this slow. Reset.
AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
All right. Charge explosive. Seals the deal. Good fight, good fight. This is good training. I got 24 hours to get better at beating you so you don't take my arena rank. Gotta say, the pulse armor is growing on me. Got advantages. Also, the coral shield is an interesting shield. What brings you to use it when other shields are available? What the heck? This isn't even a tank at all. You're suddenly using non-tank technology? This is a side from you I haven't seen before. Ah, you can shoot with a shield up. That's actually a really good advantage. Good to know. Whoa! Oh my goodness, Bianui, how dare you! It worked! I got scared!
AP at 50%.
Just had to do it, didn't you? You're lucky I realized what's going on quickly. I'm on to your tricks now. Bunny bot boy. We really did. We really did. That weak can scare any AC6 veteran. Good fight. Good fight. You didn't pulse shield there at the last fight. That was... I don't know. There was an opportunity there, maybe. I usually provide helpful advice to people, but you're also S100 and can hear me, so I don't know how good any of my advice would be. I just consider, like, I consider you to be general purpose better than me, but that I happen to main into rock and you happen to main into scissors. And neither of us are willing to change our ways. We like our ways. Ooh, the missile delivery. Oh, it's to Amazon Prime. It is delivery. Got cardboard boxes. You're about to ship these missiles to my face with same-day shipping. Little did you know I'm not there to sign for it. I'm being carpet bombed by the delivery drone. Oh.
AP at 50%.
Oh!
At 30%.
Where's all this damage coming from? You have missiles! Oh, I'm so doomed. Wait, there's hope? Come on! Oh, too slow. A thing you don't usually say about the Trunos. Good fight, good fight. One of these days somebody else will show up, I'm sure of it. Actually, you know what? Here, how about I bait the masses by putting a GG in the text-to-speech chat, just so people think that fights are going on between people. Nice. Now people will look at the TTS chat and be like, oh hey, a real person is saying real statements, and it's not mindless chimp. And they'll all flock over to the RFC lobby. It'll be great. Yep, Amazon Prime is definitely cornering the market on deliveries. But do they deliver to the Mideastern United States? That's the question. And by Mideastern, I mean like Virginia and such. Like southern of New England, but not that southern of New England. That was a good majestic shot right there. Coming after you. I solved your shipping label. I determined where you were being delivered. All right. That's right, I have enough firepower to destroy your shield quickly. Your bubble wrap cannot save you, Amazon Prime. Good game. Good match, good fights. Good. I don't know if my diabolical plan is working. Sorry about that. I was distracted looking up technology. I'm looking to make sure that they've updated number 54's rank in the arena to like the mysterious empty 54th spot. No, Geospectre is still there, so I guess the administration hasn't yet evicted them from existence. Can't be fighting until the proper verification from the arena listing on the Excel spreadsheet on the RubiconFightClub.com website. Oh no, you're the tank meta from a few patches ago. Oh, I still have nightmares. Just getting double, triple cannoned to oblivion. The 2x3 didn't. The bi-trident. Pulse shield! Don't see that every day. Fortunately, I know to quick boost sideways sometimes. That was risky. Oh. GG. That is a G-fold moment. I will GG in the... I'll keep doing the diabolical scheme. It'll have to work eventually. Somebody's gotta show up. Wait, I know. I'll GG in the Twitch, in the RFC Twitch channel as a mysterious third... Oh, you only verified accounts. Gotcha. Fine, I'll do it like this. We're just GGing in each other's Twitch channels now. Okay. Oh my goodness, you've taken my technology. I know how to deal with me. I know what I do. Flamethrower is an interesting choice. I like it. Provides a little flavor of being terrifying to the equation. You think I don't know? You think I don't know that the exact distance that you can use an explosive thrower to hit a target is 120 meters? Of course I know that. Ah, new person. There you go. Cool, like an entirely different person to fight. I'll take this match. But that definitely seems like the kind of tank build you would have used back when assault boosting wasn't nerfed, according to you. Like that's definitely an assault boosting tank build right there. Get in close, flamethrower, explosive thrower. I don't even remember what you had on your shoulders anymore. Alright, double earshot, double Uzi. Good to know. Main takeaways is stay off the ground and that they will be generally mid-range, which is a little bothersome. There you are, I see you running. Yep, tragically you cannot hit me with an earshot when I am 20 feet off the ground.
AP at 50%.
figured it with terminal. That's fine. A Trino at any range will finish the job. Like so. My favorite thing with fighting a terminal armor user is when they retreat. Because a Trino at any range will still do 1 AP of damage. Whoa, I got hit.
AP at 50%.
Didn't really expect that. Reynolds at any range wins. Gotcha. That was close. They got a really good hit on me at the start, and I basically had to sit on the defensive the whole match. Let me get a good GG in the TTS chat to keep the streak rolling. They appear to be having latency inconsistencies. Unfortunate to them. GG regardless. It was a good fight. Because, you know, for all the stuff I was hitting them with in the discrepancy, there were a lot of shots I was just missing. Alright, Lubaloo, looks like you're sitting out for a little bit, so I will go back into the fight. Good to know. Okay, in this corner, we got the laser missile hand things and something in the shoulder. It's kind of obstructed due to the fact that it's a very star-spangled build. And in this corner, a double earshot, double Uzi on a medium tetrapod. Surprises me that you need a medium tetrapod to do that. I wonder if it could fit on the Lamb. Maybe not. Ah, it's the noodle. It's the spaghetti missiles. Yeah. The classic Tay missiles from Toho 8 or whatever. The missiles of spaghetti. And the missile barrage appears to be working. Thega unable to get a solid hit as the missiles just keep coming in. And good dodges, Uzis are firing. Boobaloo is staggered, but the pulse shield goes down, blocking most of that fire conveniently. Long-range missile shots are connecting. Almost down for Thega. Terminal shield is out. Terminal armor. Good earshot hit, but not enough to stagger. One hit is all it takes. But more stagger comes in and ram for victory. Good work. As you fly off into the sunset. Meanwhile, from the Tetris point of view, we have a forward frontal assault with double earshots and Uzis trying to take advantage of the sheer firepower. That overwhelming firepower advantage is not so good against a flying boat. Possibly may want to consider firing the earshots individually to guarantee hits. The missiles, though, do make this a difficult, protracted battle that you will lose just by chip damage alone. Good earshot and good Uzis to follow up, but not much in the way of dodging being such a mid-weight Tetra. Another good earshot, though. A bit more Uzi pressure, and that is a stagger on Lubaloo. But double stagger at the same time. Earshots to try and capitalize, but misses. And Thega, with almost no health remaining, trying to get one good earshot to clinch the victory away from... Terminal armor is out. Good earshots, good stagger. It's going to come down to who can get the last few hits, and it is Lubaloo. Thega falls. I like being a commentator. I should commentate things. Even if I don't know what's actually going on, I think it's fun. I can improv pretty okay. I can at least make puns. Going to sort of... like, show host kind of voice. Oh, hey, Tato is here. Currently piloted named What Makes You So, AC named Special. Clearly a reference to Gun 5 Iguazu. Oh wait, was it Gun 6? I get Iguazu and Volta's ranks mixed up. One of the two. Either way, Iguazu. He's Iguazu. That'd be fun. You'll know a lot more of the intricate knowledge than I do, but that'll be fine. Victory! I ate all the melee, and I still came out on top. Oh, that was fun, in a funny way. Good stuff. They're very lethal. They're very aggressive. One stagger is enough to destroy you. Well, that's what the core expansion's for. Alright, we'll let Wibbly and What Makes You So do their fight. I've got some administrative stuff in the corner I gotta deal with. Oh, were we fighting on Contaminated City accidentally from the title match settings? Did we forget to turn those back? Oops. And in this corner, it is explosive thrower, double diffuse shoulders. One is that electric or flame launcher on the wheelchair tank treads versus what makes you so special, doing a double viento laser sword soup combo. I appreciate the explosive thrower. Big fan, big fan. Especially on a highly mobile build like the wheelchair tank treads. Good spinning. Oh, the melee is out. Explodes with the assault armor. Counters with shield, but the neutral has been reestablished, and just sheer firepower wins the day. Do not underestimate those explosive throwers. They make a big explosion, and they don't buffer you. They don't trip you, but they do a lot of damage and stagger. You might not even realize you've been hit. Aside from the fact that your screen goes full of an explosion and you're blinded. Ooh, big cannon fire, good dodge. What makes you so? Reloading. Looks like Wibby is doing very good dodges, trying to get in close. Good shotgun shot. Both fighters have gotten a lot more evasive. The speed of combat has slowed down as they're both trying to adapt to each other's weapon profile. What makes you so trying to go for a good fight? They are both in mid-air. What makes you so should maybe be a bit more careful about how low they're getting. Melee did not connect, too low below the battle, and what makes you so falls out of the arena. Unfortunate, unfortunate. And Wibby falls him in. That's what happens on grid 86B or whatever that map is called. That's what happens on the Cylinder of Doom. I will fight. Oh wait, no. If Thega wants to fight What Makes You So, I will let Thega fight What Makes You So. Alright, Thega with the double earshot, double Uzi, playing as normal, going back to bipedal. Forward jointed, in case that needs clarification. What Makes You So? Same plan as always. Double Viento, laser, spinny sword, soup. Gonna add carrots, gonna use the laser sword to spin around and make a lovely broth. Earshots miss on the opening. Good engagements, good engagements. Ooh, and the melee hits! Thega chooses to take it. Terminal's out. I don't think they have the firepower to come back, but a massive earshot Not enough. The pulse armor saves the day. That was a very brave choice to just eat. Well, I guess they had to. They had terminal armor. Never mind. That wasn't brave at all. It was necessary. Coming up around the cliffside. What makes you so? Dodging the Uzi shots. Wait for the earshot fire to have an opening to attack. Decides to go in anyway. Misses. Better be careful for the moment they run out of EN. The earshots could be coming in soon. 4 goes the shoulder mounts and is just going to punch the heck out of Vega. My goodness. This is it's because Vega has also dropped the earshots. This is now a Uzi punch match now. Who's gonna win this epic battle? I think Fago has the advantage with having 2 Uzis, but generally, I think what makes Yuso has an advantage in a very powerful melee punish. Viento is still available for what makes Yuso, so one stagger on Vega could clinch it with that melee hit. And there it is, into terminal. One more hit, pulse shield goes down to do the final punch. Final punch has been delivered. Good stuff. Alright, looks like next up it'll be Wibby versus myself. Just given the general rotation. Alright, I'm fighting. It's me. I'm the one in the fight. I gotta fight like this. Versus Tetrapod with the Uzi Jet Lance Majestic and something else. Oddly enough, the thing I couldn't tell was the thing on the shoulder towards me. Not a common occurrence, but the Jet Lance is pretty big. It obstructs a lot of view. Gotcha. I like redirected their Jet Lance into the ground with that majestic shot. That was a little funny to see. Oh! No, we're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. All right, we survived. Good stuff. Sorry, I've kind of run out of words. There's only so many ways I can say that a fight went well. Before it's like I'm sick of every single option. Can't over-commentate, really. Should probably refer to what makes you so as Teto, just because that's a non-thematically based name. Hi, Capra. You're asking me a lot of questions about the art you're drawing, and I don't really know how to answer them. And this will be of absolutely zero context for anyone watching the stream recording. But I don't know, I like it kind of not anti-alias because I don't know. I don't know how the art works. Okay, I'll trust you, bro. I'll trust you. Okay, so it's like another layer. All right. I think that's fine then. Do I get like the project file for this, or do I just get the final image? Anyway, to the people caring about the actual stream game contest, Teto versus Wibby. A big close-range fight, everyone's moving around, everyone's exploding. Missiles go out, the melee connects. Maybe Wibby's using terminal armor at this point, hasn't really shielded up any of that. But health is low on both sides, and Wibby goes down. Okay. This fight, we got a lot of spacing weapons on Wibby. But they're both just going at it very violently. Wibby on the retreat. Teto moving in. Tries to melee at a different vertical elevation. Did not work. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I mostly just want the file so I can do like things to accommodate the glasses in different situations without you having to worry about it. I'll just take care of all that for you. Thanks. Wibby on the back foot once again. Missiles coming in. Good dodge. The Assault moves forward with their own missiles, trying to get that last bit of AP, but it's a risky proposition. One or two good hits. Spells the end for Pink Line. Missile dodge again. Good. BVOs. It's not enough. Wibby is able to reduce the AP to 0 on their opponent, thus giving them the legal technical statement of having won that fight. A lot of good aggressive charging. I like to play AC by fencing with my opponent. I would describe this as a lot more like jousting. I do occasionally use jousting to refer to what I do, but that's mostly me making a mistake. Good shields to avoid the melee strike. Get better at doing that as they both joust past each other in rapid speed. Wibby really needs to be careful not to get staggered. One bad stagger and it's over with that melee strike. Making the conscious decision to run away over the void to try and be a little more intimidating about the retreat option. But just a double Viento's electrical pulse going in. Suddenly, Teto is on the back foot with no AP, but no! Wibby falls off the map! Oh no! Absolutely tragic. Absolute tragic happenstance. My goodness. My goodness. Good fight by Wibby. I haven't been in the fight for a while. Let's ready myself in there. Yeah, it's just lower the death barrier a little bit more. You get like 2 different arenas to fight in. Like a very technically motivated ring out. Though I suppose arbitrarily any AC could fly out of any pit no matter how deep it is. You gotta draw the line somewhere. Heck, I can melee boost kick myself to space if I wanted to. Ah. Fighting Tato. Well, I know what to do. Not get murdered. A good plan. Ah, time to do my ritual for being alpha on this map to sort of quick step back that way. I'm overly aggressive against you. You crumple like a paper mache. You can't survive that. They don't respect how much damage I can do. Okay, now they respect it. They're making the conscious decision to dodge every single attack. Good call. Yeah, they don't expect someone to be even more aggressive than they are. I think that's what got me that fight to win. Because they would have expected me to, like, reset, go back to neutral. I did not. I just kept swinging. And they suddenly realized, wait a minute, I don't have time to put up my shield. Or they also went, wait a minute, my shield's gone. Which is very funny. Sometimes when they pop a shield, they don't expect you to just keep attacking the shield to make it go down really quickly. A double volley of True Nose, about a second after they pop the pulse armor, is enough to basically nullify it. You're obviously not doing much damage with that, but the shield's gone. Hit them with other things. They think they have that luxury to be close to you and be protected? No, you've already removed it with just a double True Nose hit. Then you hit them with a Majestic and an Explosive Thrower. Suddenly they're staggered when they feel like they should still have their shield up. Unexpected aggression can sometimes save you. There's like an invisible metaphorical spring between you and your opponent. You have an ideal distance you want to be at any given moment, and so does your opponent. I struggle heavily against opponents that are too far away from me. So what I do is I try and pull back even further, forcing them to, in the pull of the metaphorical spring, get pulled towards me. While they're pulled towards me, they're not just the distance they want to be, but they have momentum in my direction. This lets me suddenly push forward and push that spring further than if I just went forward immediately, thus getting them to be closer in range to where I want them to be. And I want them to be at basically point blank. A little bit out of point blank so that I can hit him with a Majestic and True Nose and stuff, but not too far. Meanwhile, in this fight, you can kind of see Talon's Bane is perpetually moving backwards, and Wibby is perpetually moving forward. They have different ideas of where they want to spring. And the decision of where you want to spring can change depending on the situation. If you have very low health and your opponent has very high health, you tend to want to avoid your opponent because you don't want to get hit. And being close to your opponent usually correlates to being hit more. But that's where being more confident than your opponent expects goes well for you. Because your opponent with high AP, you with low AP, they think, okay, I need to get closer because they're going to try to run away. So if you go closer to them as well, they don't expect it. They don't expect it. They're like, well, wait, hold on. I wasn't prepared for close range combat. they were expecting long-range combat, that they were going to close into close range, but by you also going closer, suddenly they're in close-range combat, and they got to take like 5 milliseconds to mentally adjust, and that might not be enough time. Looks like I'm fighting Gimberto, or Jimbo, one of the two. It's one of the two. Okay, Jimbo, linear rifle, double soup explosive thrower. Glad to see it. And in the oh wait, it's right, it's me. I forgot it was me. Sometimes I just watch the intro and suddenly see Tidewater there, and I'm like, oh wait, it's my fight. It is me. For some reason, that fight felt very mechanical, like it was one explicit action after another in some sort of puzzle box configuration that at the end resulted in me solving for X. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, right near the end, it was like one thing, like forward, left, back, right, up, solve, shoot. And it went well. Sometimes the vibes of a match are very interesting. There's sort of a vibe through line that makes everything... Oh, hey, Wibby's doing me Tetra. Right, we did that before as well. Okay, so everything's making sense right now. Okay. Sorry, I got confused. It was a slightly blue tetrapod, and I was like, oh wait, am I controlling this? I wasn't. This time it wasn't me. Ooh, double assault armor. Jimbo takes it in decisive fashion. That was just a counterplay party. Good bazookas are away. Now they've decided that that last fight was way too hectic and they're both going to be playing at mid-range for a while. An understandable choice. Missiles coming in. Are you going to choose to dodge them? No, you're going to choose to block them. Getting ready for a good majestic shot. Kick. Oh, shield, not majestic. Linear rifle down. Assault armor. Way out of position for an assault armor. Missiles coming in. The good dodge. Incoming. Successfully dodges the explosive thrower, gets in for the good melee hit. Majestic to stagger, but your punish is on cooldown, so you have to wait back and let them assault armor. No more core expansions on the board, it is just brawl versus brawl. Jimbo has the health advantage, but Wibby has the positional advantage. Good stagger options, good shield. That shield is going to be doing a lot of good work. Ooh, bad melee, but is not punished for it effectively. Ooh, that's the stagger, and that's the lance. The Jet Lance takes another victim. Things are tied up as we go into phase 3. And Wibby decides to hover a little bit just to get a little bit of more vision on where Jimbo's going. Jimbo's going to be taking a Majestic to the face. That's where he's going. The Lance fake out. Once again, a classic from Wibby. But you got to make sure you're not getting too predictable with it. If they're predicting the fake out, don't go for the fake out. Assault armor is boosted to little effect, but it does get some pressure off them for a little bit. Majestic could hit into Lance. Watch out for the assault armor. That could have happened at any second. But I reckon he's saving it for later. Jimbo, I don't think, has the help to save it for later, though. Yeah, I think you maybe played that backwards. You should have assault armored earlier in the defensive move. Kicking someone and then assault armoring isn't really good because it makes them out of range. But both are on very low health. It's very much neutral and mid-range. Whose missiles will connect, who will go in for a cheeky strike first. Linear rifle gives Jimbo a lot of pressure, but Wibby has the shield to sort of punch through it. There's enough AC remaining, AB remaining for that. But I think they both want to just punch it at range. Missiles going in, blocked by Wibby. Wibby appears to have activated the hypothetical lag switch. A bad Majestic shot, but still living. Looking over at Wibby's perspective, they're just very content to wait it out. Just one more. No! Wibby could not close the distance. All it would have taken was just a little bit more Uzi shots, but no such luck. Good match for all involved. Well, Sailor Moon has arrived. S rank, I believe also #1 in the arena, or at least very close. Not the match we're going to be doing today. Today it is Jimbo versus myself. The FRP-05 Langusta versus the Tidewater. Now, the Tidewater refers to like a Eastern American sort of region of space. I mostly think of it as the state of Virginia and like Delaware. Yeah, they are the current master of the arena. So they are #1. Good to know. But I actually named the Tidewater after a train that runs service through those locations. I try to name my ACs after train lines. Even if they're not real. Like my AC for the campaign was eventually retconned to be called Barrel Express. This is the Tidewater. I have the Flambeau 300 or whatever. There's also Joyous Guard. Those of you familiar with my Empire at War series will remember the Daylight Limited. That's another train. And that's a corpse. In case you were wondering what those look like. Tried to hit me with the linear rifle at extreme range, how dare you? Oh wait. That was bad. I accidentally dump fired it. I ran out of EN. And thus I fall. They've gotten better at dodging. I need to watch out for that. Careful. Oh! Ho, ho, ho! I got too greedy. That was a good one. They're so slippery. It's dodging everything. That was a good match, I agree with you. Alright, Sailor Moon versus Wibby. Let's see the master of the arena at work. Not sure if I've seen a fight by Sailor Moon yet. Maybe I have, I just don't remember. Oh, that is a colorful pink. Definitely using the lighting glitch to get better photons. And on this side, we got the classic Jet Lance from Whippy. That was a beautiful dodge. Very thematic, very like, just very stylish looking. And the Uzis are away, melee into assault armor, but then counters with a pulse armor. Jet Lance to no effect. Now would be a good time to maybe melee back, but I think it was still on cooldown. A lot of good moves from the shoulder Gatling. Jet Lance is to stagger into the melee, but the shield is not enough to block it. Sailor Moon takes the first match. No movement from either side. Oh, movement from either side. Looking like a solid attack. Majestic shot. Jet Lanced in. That's a good hit. Almost at stagger. Sailor Moon will be slightly more aggressive. Never mind. They're going to be slightly more aggressive. Assault armor into pulse armor combo. Same as last time. Alright, core expansions are out of the equation. It's just firepower now. And Wibby, not looking good on the AP. And exposed from that melee shot is not able to come back. Sailor Moon, the RFC Master of Arena, victorious today in a regular fight that has no title implications anywhere else. Next up, Stoic Makudi versus Jimbo. Seemingly. The big ol' bee versus the langusta. Alright, on Jimbo's side, we have linear rifle, explosive thrower, double soup. A classic of today, at least. It's today's meta. And contesting is a loading screen. Uh-oh. Oh, nope, still here. Stoke Makudi with double electric pistols. And things on the back I don't really know what they are. More black screens, worry of a disconnect. Fight is on, though. Ah, firepower's away. They found each other. Linear rifle into electric shot counterattack. Looks like they are both going in for a slugfest at close range. Explosive thrower out. Very good stagger. Gets Makudi's big old D down. Explosive throwers again for damage. This is very fast, very hectic, but I think generally Jimbo does not have the firepower to get through the very bulky frame of Big Ol' B. And Big Ol' B can just sort of out-damage, percentage-wise, to defeat Jimbo. Looking back over at Jimbo's side of things, I think Jimbo may want to engage in a bit more long-range firepower with those suits. Yep, you can see that now. Jimbo's on the defensive, attacking in retreat. A good explosive throw attempt, but bad aim. Makudi's almost down. The explosive thrower does it, goes in for the kick, but shields it. Yeah, it's just not enough damage on Jimbo's side of the field. The staggers are good, but nothing to follow it up. That shield from Big Ol' B just eats it. And Makudi is our victor. Well, not our victor, but the one who won. I have no ownership over these battles. This is the Rubicon Fight Club's lobby, not mine. I don't have a lobby right now. I'm currently in the Rubicon Fight Club lobby, looking at their lobby, doing lobby stuff. Alright, next up, it will be probably me versus Wibby. Yep. Good old Jetland. Wibby has been saying good things in the chat for the Rubicon Zone. Mostly melee boosting on Tetras for the ability to transition to hover immediately afterwards. That is something I did not know. Not really relevant to me because I don't have a boosted melee thing. I just have a regular melee that happens. Excited to see what happens now in what is kind of an alternate universe mirror matchup. First round victory. First phase victory. I should use the terminology. What are you quick boosting all around the world for? Goodbye. Alright, have a good eating foods. I'll probably wrap up soon as well, because it's been 3 hours, which is it's slightly above the bell curve. But I'm still going. But I can feel my mind sort of go a little bit hyperbolic. Which is not a good sign for my ability as a pilot, really. That was a good match. Pickle Goon has showed up. And twitch.tv/Bolas_ in the Gotham. But none of that matters because it is now Stoic Makudi versus Jimbo once again. Oh my goodness! Moon Blossom's here. That's a fellow member of the Armored Core 16 group I'm in. My word, it's been a while. I recognize them because they're using our team's emblem. That's hilarious. How'd they find me? That one's Norm, right? I think that's Norm. Wow, my own team's teammate has showed up. Pardon me, a minor technical glitch there. You may have seen it, you may have not. Another one real quick. I apologize if this is getting in the way of good visual experience. Back to the fight. Looks like Jimbo's holding up a little bit better. The stagger, though, not enough. Not enough. Big booms. Well, we have the general same strategy on this side. Just durable presence. Dodging the missiles, goes in for the bolts. Almost a big stagger on Makudi. Doesn't finish. The explosive thrower does not connect. That shield is doing so much work. Isn't enough, just a few more shots and the stagger will go through. The one advantage to Jimbo, but no, they stagger first. And falls to the overwhelming firepower and general staying power of the big ol' bee. I'm gonna say hello. I see you, Moon Blossom. Don't think you can hide from me. Nope, I'm fighting Bowles. I wonder if Bowles is actually streaming right now. Let's find out in this interim. Wonder if I'm opinionated about, or they're opinionated about me. Doesn't look to be online, but I definitely found the correct person. They're in a tank. Cool. All right, let's do this. Whoa! I melted. That was weird. Okay, they're very good at dodging for a tank. Okay. Ah, I wasn't paying attention to the missiles. Darn it. I tunnel vision too hard, thus making me lose. Oh, a lot of people suddenly showed up. Wonder if we hit some sort of chronic threshold of combat. And in this corner, Moon Blossom with 2 rapid-fire guns, the soup, and something else. And in this corner, Pickle Goon Test Tank with the soup, coral cannon, coral laser, and other things. Just a lot of stuff. At least 4. And I know Moon Blossom from my experience as a team member. They're very kite missile-y. That's their niche in our team. Unfortunately, they are very susceptible to being murdered. And against a heavy power tank, it's not going to go well. Especially if you walk backwards into the facade. Now, I should clarify that I call all the purple AoE electrical damage facades. They're not all the facade, but in my mind, they're the facade. If I see purple electricity, I'm thinking facade, even if it's not the correct weapon. The only instance where I don't think that is the yo-yo. Shielded up, going to step back. No, I'm going in for the strike. Continues to retreat off of that. Gets hit by the coral beam. Coral missile from behind is a threat, but runs far enough away. Moonblossom definitely good at staying evasive, not so much at attacking. Looks like retaliation is occurring. But no, the lightning AoE takes it. Lagoon is victorious on this instance. But like now I gotta go fight my heckin'... I gotta fight for the honor of my teammate. I mean, I'm not particularly legally obligated to do that. And I don't even know if I can. There's a lot of people in this lobby. The odds of me fighting that specific person is low. Looks like Makudi has changed ACs to impracticality. And who's it gonna be in the fighting block? Makudi versus Jimbo once again. I have to imagine Jimbo is getting sick of fighting Makuni. Someone left. Ah, okay, it was Norm. Nope, no, they're back again. It'll load, I believe in it. I'm starting to lose faith in my statement before about believing that it will load. This is a very unusual circumstance. It's not so much that I have less faith in its ability to load, it's just that there are other factors in play that I can no longer account for. So, how are you all doing? Ah, we're here! Oh my goodness, it loaded! Incredible! As if nothing went wrong. Okay, Impracticality appears to be a lightning gun build. Trying to do some lightning bombardments, but Jimbo's behind a wall. Oh yeah, they're just chasing each other behind a stone wall right now. Good melee to keep Jimbo from retreating. Goes up, cannons are charged. Melee to hold in place, and then double guns. Assault armor does nothing. But the counter stagger does. Missiles away, Jimbo gets stuck on the wall. And that's a deletion. For another attack, again trying to use the wall, but not as much, trying to go between different walls. Very interesting change of play. Preemptive missiles do not go well, but the wall strat is in full force. Two strong hits do not connect. Listen by the missiles, explosive thrower does get the stagger into the kick, but now you're at point blank range for a laser shot. Gets out of there. Gets hit anyway, but not to stagger. In this instance, Jimbo actually having a minor AP advantage. Playing defensively, but now playing in the open, needs to use those pillars if defense successfully does so. Trying to do long-range linear and soup, explosive thrower defensive while Makudi approaches. But Makudi has missiles of their own. Ooh, good preemptive missiles. Good dodge on that. Good linear shot. It's holding steady, but one wrong move. And very telegraphed attacks means that Makudi can use the shield to good effect in many situations. Jimbo moving back out, trying to avoid the retaliation, letting his missiles do stagger work. Laser cannons are no longer being charged. You can see Makudi changing to just guaranteeing getting hits off instead of making sure they're high damage. But a high damage hit does connect. Both use their core expansion at the exact same time. Advantage to Makudi for pulse armor. Health is low on both sides. It could go either way, but Jimbo has a lot left chip to take and takes it badly. Unfortunate. Booty takes it. Okay, I think I'm gonna just do like one more fight with whoever happens to be there. I'll take whoever. I think it'd be cool if I fought Moon Blossom, my partner. Fighting Pickle Goon would also be funny. Sailor Moon's already left. I would have liked to have fought the Master of the Arena, just to see if there's any hope of me being the Master of the Arena someday. Looks like Wibby has not returned to the lobby yet. We are going to have to wait on that. Nope, Wibby left. I'm going to ready up and hope I get a fight. This is going to be with, and it is with Bulls. Now's my chance to redeem myself from previously losing ever. This will be a suitable final battle today. Soon as the fight happens, somebody left. I don't think it was my opponent. Hope not, at least. Opened in the fight. Feeling that sunrise. Yeah, I remember this now. Oh boy. Okay, plan is simple. Stay at long range until I can't no more. Use these little low altitude partitions as cover. Okay. First phase victory. I think I'm onto their tricks. They try and use the assault boost, not really to run away, but to lose lock-on. That doesn't always work. I got super cannoned. That's fine. Phase 3. Got an idea. Reset.
AP at 50%.
Oh, okay, I didn't dodge good enough. Those super beams are painful. Thought I had more time. Did not have more time. Well, that's okay. I leave. Okay, that's about it for today for myself. Let's have a nice little good view of Tidewater to fix off things today. Hope you had a good time. I had a good time. Sorry for double upping on Armored Core. I just felt like a moral obligation to help out with the title fight ticket thing. And it's a fun game. Sorry for doing absolutely zero ranked today. I just spent 3.5 hours in a lobby. Kind of cool that that was even possible. Maybe I'll do it more. Maybe that'll help me tide over until the next rank reset where I feel more safe in ranked. Maybe this is how I have fun in Armored Core now. No matter what, though, I had a good time. I hope you had a good time watching. And I hope you have further good times and other times that, regardless of whether or not I'm involved in them. I'm Exception. This isn't TV. Have a good day and good night.